One of the big fears that a lot of people have is, Will, what do I say? What is that icebreaker? Is that fair? What do I say? I'm meeting this complete stranger. We've shaken hands. We've introduced good eye contact. We've introduced ourselves. We've both forgotten each other's names within half a second. Except me, I don't forget the name. I'm going to teach you guys how to do it in a minute. And then we ask that first icebreaker question. What do we normally ask at that point? What do we normally say?
How did you get here?
How did you?
How did you get here tonight?
Is that what you normally ask, Leeds? Do we not find that most people ask, what do you do? I want you to never ever ask that question again. What do you do? Because you're immediately into business. And I don't want you to get into business. I want you... Here is, for the by the way, this stuff I'm sharing with you tonight is lifelong knowledge. I'm only giving you knowledge tonight. You're here perhaps to gain new skill. Do you know where you're going to gain your new skill? In the pub later and for the rest of your lives. Because I'm giving you knowledge. Let me teach you about the breaking the ice. It's a formula. Breaking the ice, question, equals things in common. So, you all came in tonight, and until Matt started moving you around, I had a typical audience of people. The first one sat there, the second one came in, sat there, the third one sat there, and nobody sat and talked to each other. And then all of a sudden, I noticed, round about 10 minutes before I spoke, one person turned to another, and it was as though you were then given license to talk to that stranger. Well, from now on, I want you to go to an event like this, or any other event, and engage immediately with the icebreaker. The icebreaker is things in common. Would somebody like to give me what question you might say to somebody in this room that you've got in common? What might you...
What area of London are you from?
What area of London are you from?
I just asked, it's not so common for people to come sit in the front row, like nobody ever sits in the front row, but...
Lux, he's called Lux. Yeah, it's a soap.
Yeah, we've both sat in the front row.
He's the cleanest man in the room. He's called Lux. Sorry, what did you, is that, was that,
Yeah,
you say, why does nobody come and sit on front? That was your icebreaker.
I set him
Absolutely. You are in the room. So what else might it be? Are you members of the Interesting Talks network? Right? How was your journey, as Mr. Leeds said? Why have you come tonight? I asked a few of you, didn't I? What are you hoping to learn from tonight's talk? Have you got it? Think as you're walking through the door, what have I got in common with that person? And that's your icebreaker. I used to say, where have you come from? But if it's in Manchester or in London, and you say, where have you come from? Often people will give the name of a company, and that way you get into business. We can avoid the business for a bit later. So are we okay, everybody? To get to know people, we have to turn up, and we have to talk to people. But within that, think about doing some preparation and planning.